Sure. Yeah, I'm recording. Evans Lukman here. Private learning from Federal Hamburg University, based in Germany, Hamburg and on. Now here I'm having a short coaching session with our prospective marketing agent in Europe country of India, Mr. Prasad. And I know this session, anybody else can learn from it. I'm going to share the screen. Okay, Mr. Haga is connecting. So I'm going to share the screen. Before I share the screen, I've talked about the programs that one can market. Program A, that is the PhD. Okay, the PhD. We've got two types of PhDs. The first type, one can study the PhD in our partner university by distance. The partner university called the Atlantic International University, based in Hawaii, USA. And the fees are really unbelievably reduced. You can visit our website to see the reduction of the fees. If you study with them in the US, you pay, I don't know, you have to sell, your cars, your house, and your farm somewhere to pay the fees. But with us as Diverse Learning Institute, always making life easier. You've reduced, they have given us the figures. As long as students study with us, they get the same certificates from there, everything. They pay so much low fees. And that's a big one, the latest one. Then, as well, there comes somebody who says, no, me, I just want a German PhD degree. This one now you have to come to Deutschland to study. Of course, PhDs are for free, just like bachelor free, master's free, PhD as well. So on this one, DLI, if you opt to come and study in a university in what's called Germany, we only charge you consultation and processing fee, okay? And this consultation processing fee, I think it is only 1,000 euros. We get you the universities, we get you the professors, the instructors, and everything that are going to be handling you when you come here, okay? And most likely we even get you the, what is, of course, so it's free, though it is free, what's this learning? Now, what about eating and accommodation? So again, what you call extended scholarship, whereby they give you the accommodation, the free food. You just carry your bags and everything like that. So through 1,000 euros, we do that one. But the agent, for instance, yourself, Mr. Prasad, you can say, oh, 1,000 euros is too little, because the agent from that, the agent gets 20%, which means 200 euros remains. You can as well say, no, India, people are very rich here, everyone is, rich. So those people who want to come and do PhD, you have to pay, instead of 1,000, they're going to pay 2,000. We don't have any problem with that, so that you make more money, okay? It's a free world. So that's what we're doing. For instance, we have got students that are coming from Syria, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, and from the oil-rich countries. The agents there, they are saying, no, DLI, if you, here in our countries, if the price is lower, like 1,000, they don't take you seriously, okay? People are paying $10,000, $15,000 to go and study in the US. So 1,000 is going to put me out of market. We're going to be charging, for instance, $4,000, $5,000. We've got no problem with that, as long as, okay, as long as that fits that country. So those are the two PhDs that we are marketing. Then at the same time, we've got now the same university, Atlantic International University, we're working with, okay? And another one called Kiev Slavonic University, based in Ukraine, Kiev, capital city. We do a franchise system. meaning that we have taught them, look, we are dealing with mostly students from the third world countries, and these students, they can't all be coming to study in your country and pay so high fees. Because as you know, okay, even in India, people that come to Europe, are the elite, okay, the cream from the upper bracket. But our vision that we've carried since our inception, 2010, where 2020, when we were 2010, sorry, well, when we were founded or grounded, we've been catering for the grassroots and the middle classes. So what do? This, they can't manage air tickets, to go in. We just franchise the degrees from AIU, USA University, and Kiev to train on the soils of that country. For instance, you may bring together students who want to do mechanical engineering, business administration, IT, computer science at reduced tuition fees. So these universities, they simply say, okay, DLI, charge your own tuition fees as long as the student is going to get a certificate at the end of the day after you've taught them. They are going to pay what is called affiliation fee. Okay? So affiliation fees can be also figured out from, I don't want to give wrong numbers, can be figured out from the website. Everything is there. And also reduced. For instance, I can quote the AIU, Atlantic International University, USA. Throughout your study period, they're only asking, like bachelor, they're only asking for 1,400 US dollars. That's affiliation. Then, since we're not teaching, for instance, in India, India has to come with you as an agent there. And us, we have to see how much now tuition fee can we charge students that are on this program. For the Indians, each country has got its own tuition fee. Zambia has got its own. Nigeria, Tanzania, um, Kenya, and so on and so forth. Germany has got its own tuition fee. These are in the first country, world countries. So the tuition fees of India, Zambia, and other can be the same as Germany. You know what I'm talking about. So always it's like that. Affiliation fee is fixed, tuition fee is not fixed. It's according to that country. And at the end of the day, when you graduate, you get a certificate from this university, despite that we have taught you such degree programs. It's quite an awesome. Then we get the Kiev Slavonic University, KSU, Ukraine. I think them uh, bachelors reduced, hyper reduced affiliation fee only 100 and I think $150. Wait, $150 master's affiliation, $140 bachelor affiliation. Awesome, which anybody can, afford. Because our vision is any human being on earth, okay, or any human being, regardless of color, creed, race, or financial background or financial status of that family, must be accorded high level and internationally recognized education. So that's why we're doing such kind of thing. Now, away from there, we've got a latest program called Studiemkolleg, which I'm going to share the screen. What is Studiemkolleg? Studiemkolleg is like it is a university foundation bridger. Okay, before you enter a German university to go and study for free, of course. So you do 12 months, okay, of a program called Studienkolleg or University Foundation. If you opt to study, for instance, medicine in any German university, Studienkolleg teaches you related subjects. Okay, I think just the similar as Cambridge and stuff, London edX. They teach you physics, chemistry, biology, plus any other, additional courses. But these are main electives. If you want to do mechanical engineering later on, you prepare for mathematics, physics, plus any other, chemistry maybe, and any other, but these are the main electives. Business, they prepare you in economics, maybe in commerce, and any other related as elective. So you run through 1 year, then you are taken direct to the university upon completion. Now, this program, before students, would gamble. Let me just say, a lot of people don't know, a lot of countries don't know about Germany. I don't know India. I think it should be the same thing because we brought some Indians here who couldn't believe from the onset that this could happen in Deutschland, that is affordable free education. So how to run through the processes to study in Germany? It's like that. One, the program we have now, okay, where we are not letting loose the applicants to do it all by themselves. Now, this program is for the elite. What I mean by the elite, much as we give you, almost free education to other people, we also have to save the elite, those that have got money, those who send their children to the US, England, Canada, Australia, so expensive, paying $200,000 or $150,000. We are saying, bring your children here and they'll finish the whole bachelor, because Studiemkolleg is meant only for bachelor prospective students. They will pay, I think, to complete everything, less than 9,500 euros, okay, which is quite a big discrepancy, big difference. So a parent is saving that much, saving. He or she's been putting together the money, 150, 200,000 to send to UK or other rich, expensive countries. In Germany, under 10,000, 9,000, you finish everything. Now, here is how this program is gonna run. I'm gonna share the screen. I think I've got something there. Okay. Yeah. It's a Haggai. Good afternoon. I introduced you in your absence.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon.
Great to see you. How are you doing, sir?
I'm all right. How are you doing that side?
Oh, pretty good. Very cold here.
How is the weather?
Oh, terribly cold. Terribly cold. Probably you can say hello to Mr. Prasad, our prospective partner in India. Freezing out there. Okay. So, Mr. Prasad, that's me.
Good afternoon, Mr. Prasad.
The microphone is off. Okay. Great. So I'm talking about now the student colleague. Where do I start from? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna start with brochure 2. Brochure 2. Can I do the adjustments? Okay, let's go. Oh, here we go. Okay. So student colleague, Mr. Prasad, like I said, we are not now letting those students out there to do their applications and everything. Okay. There is a trio. Here is a brochure, your easy pathway to study in a German university. Your real budget pathway, no need to spend over $150,000 in the US and etc. In Germany, you will spend less than $13,500 or less than $10,000 for the whole bachelor study. This is awesome. Almost 10 times as much saving. Can't find it nowhere. Now, this program is brought to you by Baltic Sea International Campus of Germany in partnership with us, the Diverse Learning Institute and University Service of Germany as well. Invites you to Studiemkolleg, the German University Foundation course. Now, I'm interested in the steps. Okay, you're gonna receive these documents too to share out. What is Studiemkolleg? Simply the University Bridger course, like I've explained already. I won't say it again. STK in short, subject combination. Okay, I've talked about the subject combination. Okay, these are classifications. I think I've talked about already. You take the course according to your future bachelor. If you want to go, for instance, technological pathway, you're going to take mathematics, chemistry, physics as the main electives. Then you've got German language, English, media studies. Out of these subjects, the written assessment exam is German, mathematics, and physics. So you see, you've taken, I think, about 5 subjects during 1 year, but you're only going to write an exam in 3 subjects. Awesome. Then you go to university. Economics pathway, of course, I want to everything. You and the applicants are going to read this. Out of these subjects, written assessment or final exam is German, mathematics, and economics for those business, and so on. Studiemkolleg, language of instruction. Okay, so this program here in Germany, it is taught in German language. Now, full course duration. This is very critical and important. Full course and progression, 1 year and 6 months. Okay, though I said 1 year, but why the 6 months? Here we go. 6 months is for the German language. The first 6 months are studied in your country and meant only for preparatory German language levels A to B1. Then you will pursue the final 1 year at BSIC or the Baltic Sea International Campus in Germany. This will complete both the German language and Studienkolleg in readiness for university. Awesome. So mode of study, German language is going to be live intensive Zoom and physical contact classes in your country. So we are streaming the students who are joining the program from Zambia, Nigeria, Kenya, Tanzania, and stuff. We put you in classes. First German language for 6 months, intensive, more, I think 5 hours every day, which is about 100 hours per month. So you are there seated at your home set up. I think it's like, yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You are reached, on your PC, like you are seated, you are learning with the teacher, language teacher from Germany, teaching you guys. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you are on Zoom. Then Friday, Thursday, and Friday, now you are in India. If you've got, for instance, in your region, so many students, no, I think up to Thursday on Zoom, then Friday, you can interact because of Corona. So you're going to hire a hall where you say, okay, our colleagues, Friday, we are having interaction, exchange of the language now, talking, just free and stuff. So you hire a hall at a secondary school or at university and stuff. We pay for that. And, your students are there interacting with the Germans here and themselves questioning practical now. That's called practical on a Friday or some program. So that's the mode of study. Then from German language, when you finish, you qualify. Okay, this is very important. When that student or those students qualify, they obtain the B1 certificate. Okay, they apply now for, of course, they would have applied prior to that, let me just say. Now they come to Germany, okay, for the Studienkolleg. I think the dates are somewhere there, we're going to figure out them. They apply, they come to Germany now to come and study physically on our campuses in Germany, this program for 1 year. Advantages of Studienkolleg, After a 4 year, you automatically proceed on to any of the universities in Germany for your bachelor's degree. I've mentioned this. The, the degree can either be studied in English or German language. That's the goodness. So you choose. Or some people like to combine, oh, I want to work in Germany so I can study my bachelor, half, 50% English, 50% German, or 80% English, 20% German, or the other way around. That's the beauty of Deutschland. Who can apply? This student college is meant for school leavers. Okay, that's why we are talking of bachelor. It's meant for school leavers or people that have got A levels or school leaving certificate, depending on the system in your country. In this case, we are talking about India. Visa processes and airport pickup service guaranteed. This is guaranteed with the help of our organization, embassy interview coaching, preparation, everything. Okay, as we are talking, for instance, we have got a partnership in these other African countries. So our team has communicated to all these embassies. Please, at a later stage, when such a person or such students are coming on such a program, they are in our hands. So that I know, for instance, in India, you queue up for 6 months just to get an appointment for what's this? An appointment for interviews at the embassies. I've been told US, Germany, or elsewhere, but this is a red carpet one, it's a special one because already you've been communicated, talked about from here by Baltic Sea, University Service, DLI. That's our property coming here. Don't delay through such kind of waiting. This is awesome indeed. Transition to bachelor. Okay, of course. Some months before you complete, like 3 months before you complete student college studies, we will have already found you place at the university. No need to panic. What comes next, we are always there for you. This is awesome. So normally 3 months before you finish your student college, Professor Yoga the leader of student college, is interviewing students. Where do you want to study? Okay, in Hamburg, in Frankfurt. You respond, then the universities are ready available. Oh, beautiful. That's one of our beautiful, uh, newly built, controversial. A lot of money went on to this one in Hamburg, Philharmonic with floating stages. People are crazy. Stuff on water. Why study in Germany? Of course. Statistics has it that most of African students in Germany successfully complete their degrees compared to those who crossed to the US. These are our statistics. US, Canada, Australia. A similar 3 to 4 year degree costing over 120,000 or whatever will cost you less than 3,500. Okay, so here you can ask to say, why talking about less than $3,500? The other side I said less than 10,000 because the other side I added we are adding, it's coming down. We are going to add the fees for student colleague, the fees for German language. Okay, but now when you graduate from German language, you graduate from student colleague, the only fee you pay, in fact, even 3,500 is too much. Because if you are paying $100 per semester, I mean 100 euros, that's about 600 euros to complete the whole 6 semesters. If you are paying, for instance, 200 euros per semester for your card, that's not tuition fee, for your card to take you everywhere. 6 times 2, that's 1,200 euros still to finish your whole bachelor. This is crazy. Now, at the German State University. Okay, of course, Germany has got over 386 universities across the states and sponsored, subsidized, regardless of where you come from, local student, international student, subsidized by the state. That's why you are just contributing this little bit. Germany is the safest ever country for your children, very safe. I've never seen a police, with a gun or chasing somebody. No, A degree obtained in Germany qualifies you to work anywhere in the world. Student jobs, this is number one all over the world. Student jobs, just making quite good here of money here. Tuition, processing, and consultation fee. Okay, now this is for all the agents in different countries. Okay, all agents in different countries. Out of this, first payment they are going to pay these students is 3,300 for German language processing and full consultation. This 300 comes to the agent or the marketing agent, in this case, Mr. Prasad. Earlier on, before I started recording, I said it would be up to you to say, wow, 300, no, please. In India, I can add up some, you get a point here, some more. I need 500. Then this price for the India brochure, we are going to change to 3,500. It's an open marketing system. Okay. So the students are going to pay this amount, then start learning. And our calendar is, I think it's coming down. We are starting January 11th. Then students are going to have a breather after they have paid that, learning German language and stuff. By the time they are now finishing German, just maybe a month before finishing German language, they have to wire or pay this amount, okay, directly to their future Studiemkolleg Institute. Now, this is the Baltic Sea International. They're going to wire this money directly to Germany. By the way, this one will be paid directly to the university service. Okay, this one to our other partner. Extra package. Now, much as you have paid this fee, that fee, and we have taught, okay, through Baltic International and universities that is our student, give him or give her a visa. If you haven't met this condition, I'm afraid you won't be able to get a visa. This is the extra package, this extra personal upkeep. Other than, I mean, free stuff, let's run, but how are you going to be keeping yourself, eating, accommodation? At the international campus, there are rooms for students where to sleep, cooking and stuff, but you have to fend for your eating and to pay your rent and insurances. Other than the above fees, the German state, this is the German government now, sets a standard that all international students coming to Germany must open their bank account and deposit. Now it's grown up 10,332, called the bank blocked account, BBA. This is called the bank blocked account from which you will, on a monthly basis, and for 1 year, be withdrawing only. That's why it's blocked. You open an account, it's your money, nobody has got access to it. You open it while you are in your country before you come to Germany, because you have to prove at the embassy that I've opened an account there. So you'll be withdrawing only $861, I mean euros per month, where you pay your rent, your food. I mean, I don't know why it's even so much, because a student can survive on 300, I mean 400. You pay 200, your rent, 200, you can survive on everything, but it's their condition to meet the following expenses: your accommodation, insurance, foods, and other expenses. This account is opened in advance upon the visa application. It's your money, that's the student we are talking to now. It's the student's money. No other person will have access to it, but you only. See the details about BBA. So they will click here to see the explanation and how to open this account. Any other hidden cost fees? Not at all. The moment you meet the above, you are done. That's why initially you are spending, the student is spending 3,300, then 6,000. I think the total is about 19,000 or closer to 20,000. That is just for the first year. By the way, this BBA is valid for 1 year only. When you have finished now your 1 year in Germany, you're going to university, you don't need this backlot account because you're getting a student job. So when you get a student job, you go to the state with our help. I've got a job, so I don't need another 10,352 to survive on. I want to be surviving on this one. And they give you step permit, continuous step permit, just like that. And by the way, the visa you get with this program from the onset, it should be about 3 years and above. So you are done. Live Zoom. So, and cues, you are welcome to our live talks where we answer all your questions. Now, when you get students, for instance, in this case, we're talking to you in India, you have got applicants to accumulate. Of course, and we are going to advise you to create a WhatsApp group, something like that, Anybody who calls you, you put him on WhatsApp or her to avoid you answering, similar questions from different applicants. So create a WhatsApp group, put them there. When you see that you have got maybe 5, 6, 7, 10, just write to us. Please, DLI, University Service, Baltic Sea International, have got such students, they've got 1 or 2 questions. We are going to create a Zoom meeting. That's how clear we are and open we are. Zoom meeting, and we accord them some good 1 hour or 1 hour, 30 minutes or 2 hours and answer. Okay, so sign up, meet our German team. So this is our team, the German managing team with Professor Dr. Joachim Sem, that's the president of the Baltic Sea International Campus in Germany, where they are going to come and do the Studiemkolleg. And this is his second, the director, Mrs. Kuyan. And then comes Mr. Ekionta, the CEO of our university service and director, of course, of this program. And here, this, I'm not wearing a tie now, but you can recognize me from my glasses. Ivas Lukomona, CEO, DLI Germany, Africa. YouTube channel, so your people or your clients can click here just to follow 1 or 2 things about us. Yes, I think the calendar is here. Classes, the next intake, okay? Because we are timing also when they are going to enter their bachelors. So first summer entry is going to be 11th January. We start the next intake. Application deadline 20th December. So, okay, start application process now. Very few places available for Kenya. And okay, don't worry, because this one is a brochure which, went to Africa. So for you, we are going to just edit right here, okay? So many contacts in Africa. So of course it went to Africa. These are our contacts for our directors or managers. But for you, we are going to edit many contacts in India. Now it is only you, Mr. Prasad. So be ready for that. Then German contact, this is going to stay here. Okay, so some parents, they want really to figure out, how feasible this project is. They are free to just call different offices here. So that's about it. Before you bring in questions, let me see the application process is quite short. Now I'm going to show you, for instance, the same, here we go, the same brochure. Now that went to other countries. This one is for Ghana. Can you see? Everything remains the same, but the difference is only on the fees. Ghana says no, because that one is 3,300. Yeah, Ghana says no, we have to put some more money on top because this agent in Ghana is not alone, he's also using other people in other cities. So we say, okay, this is going to be the fee, otherwise everything remains nothing but the same. I want to go to the last document, application process. Very important. Okay. Application rules for Studienkolleg and German language. So now, these are the rules you are going to give to the students, those that have made up their minds or they haven't made up their mind to read through. It's a small contract which protects them, the applicant, and which protects us and which protects you as an agent or marketer. Also, no any underhand, okay, dealings. Application rules. Note, no any sort of financial transactions are to be handled by the names below. Always pay the defined fees in the banking account. Further below, okay, there is no bank account here, they'll be given later. But in any case, this is the list for Africa, okay? So for you, here there's going to be only, okay, since we are dealing with India, you are the only marketer in India, we are going to add you onto the list, okay? Now, dear prospective students, thank you for showing interest in study program BSIC in University Service. Our programs are officially marketed and promoted in Africa, okay? Now here we are going to put in India by our cooperators in the Best Learning Institute, DLI, also based in Germany, and our link in India. It's going to read. Okay, here is just another line where we are saying Germany, the same information. So paying, completing a bachelor 100 with $150,000 in Germany, less than that. You are obliged to follow the following. You are obliged to follow the steps below. Number one, approved communication in Germany. Okay, whom can you communicate with in Germany? Okay, or whom can the student communicate with in Germany? So see the main contents on the attached brochure. That's the brochure because this goes parallel together with that brochure we finished. So approved contacts are these here. We have looked at already this here. Okay, Germany. Okay, what's that? Something popping up here. Okay, we get back here. Dealing with screens. Okay. Two, German language application. How do you apply? Write an application request to the email below, admissions.chu@diverselearninginstitute.org. Copied to. So that applicant is going to, sometimes they can apply to you, then you get everything, and yourself as an agent, you send to this email. Copy to email address in your country or region. Okay, so now here we are talking to the student or the applicant. So this person can write directly here, or I mean, yeah, copy to, sorry, to now Mr. Prasad, okay, in this case, you as the agent, so that you've got a copy of application, which the student has done. And here we are saying, copy to your country or region as reflected further below on the SCA list below, the contacts below. So this for India, we are going to remove it, okay, and put you only. Three, Studienkolleg application. So after you finish, later on when you're applying for Studienkolleg, or at the same time parallel, you're going to write to this email. This is now BSIC International Campus. You know there is a student coming through to us as well. So you write to them like that. Approved communication in Africa. Okay, so now this, you're not in Africa. Approved, it's going to be approved communication in India. Okay, you are allowed to communicate with the following DLI contacts in India. So we are going to put you down. Now we are talking to a student, the applicant. This applicant can only communicate with you, Mr. Prasad, in India. Okay, these office bearers, in this case you, this office bearer, Mr. Prasad, may refer you to other persons that may not appear on this list, but always confirm any steps taken with the names below. Okay, so here this doesn't apply to you because you are the only one. I mean, when you get the clients, you don't refer them somewhere in Africa, there is, for instance, the director of Nigeria has got his team can refer his people, his students to another person to handle them and stuff. So this one you are alone doesn't apply to you. So let's keep it. So we are going to change this for your students in India. 6, be careful of fraud. This is very important. We're living in a cyber world, where people are stealing online and stuff. Here is what you should do before you transfer any fees. Now we are talking to the students to approve the above bank details. Okay, we immediately put bank details. We decided that bank details will be given to the agent. Contact and be guided by the DLI Germany local contact in your country. So now these students in India, they have to come to you. You want to transfer the money to universities in India. What should we do? You are going to guide them, whether it's online transfer, okay, or they go physically to the bank. You are going to guide you. It's easy. For the German language and consultation payments, contact the university service on Zoom or WhatsApp video. Very important. Why are we saying like this? That person you saw, Mr. Yonta, we make an appointment. We've got 5 students, 10 students who want to make the payments. They want to talk to you to make sure they are paying to the right institution. So it's going to come on video like this, even showing you this is our bank account, the same one we sent you. Don't worry, you are safe. We have seen the person or the managers we are sending the money to. Okay. For the student colleague payments, contact BSIC campus on Zoom, similar way. So Professor Yokinson is going to come say, oh, come on, you are free. Here we are about it. See, by the way, by that time you would have seen them even before transfers through the talks they're going to have with your students. We have announced to the German embassy and other German agencies about our presence in your country. This ensures your full protection. So now what's going to happen, Mr. Prasad, in this case we are in India, when we conclude a deal with you, we are going to, okay, you are going to send us your, what is it called? Just some passport size photo or photo head to shoulder, give you an ID from DLI, and we are going to embed it, and your passport, sorry, as an agent, your passport copy or national ID, we send to the German embassy in India, okay, to say we have got a person, if he comes to the embassy with students, is in our jurisdiction. Okay, we are working together with our partner there, representative. So we have, yeah, we are going to announce, we haven't announced it for India, we are going to announce, this ensures your full protection, correct? Some parents are keen, they'll call the embassy in India, okay? Is this program genuine, okay? Okay, I think we've lost it. Okay, no problem, we're gonna continue this, we are recording. Is this program genuine? Definitely, the embassy in India, in this case, or any other African country where we are, they will respond since they've got the documents from Germany. Towards the end, number 8, indeed, this is your easy pathway to study in a German university. Okay, I think we've talked about this from January to March. This is just your calendar, the calendar for the students. From January to May, June 2021. Wow, in Africa now, this one, wow, in India, okay, because we're talking of New India and entrant. Yes, you will study German language from A1 to B1 in your country. Wow, in Germany, from July, yes, to July 2022, you do 1 year student colleague for 1 year. We'll discuss this between August and October. You will enter university. Yeah, so after you've done student colleague, so between August and October, you will enter university winter semester to do your bachelor's. Okay? You can read this, students will read this. During the gap period of your university, before you enter university, you finish student colleague, gap period as a student, You are free to stay in Germany or to visit your family or relatives in Africa, in this case, in India. 9. More rules will apply. Be notified that the University Service and BSI campus will run you through other rules and processes that than the above stated in this document. Then applicants declaration. These are the students now who are going to declare to say, I've read everything. This is a small contract confirmed by all of us here, written down. Then there's an express. I did, yeah, here, 7, I did it really. Your assurance to complete your studies. No cheating. When you come here, you're coming for studies. You agree that while in Germany at the campus, you are expected to stick to the study visa study visa rules, yes, which includes being at the campus while the study program progresses. Therefore, you have to know that should you disappear for other ventures in Germany, that is a big risk that may attract police and Ministry of Foreign Affairs search for you with possible deportation because you're supposed to be in school. Then in 3 months, you are at school, you run away, you disappear. We are worried. Okay. Then, so your students or you as an applicant have to sign this that I'm going to finish the 1 year. Thereafter, when you go to university, we let you loose. You are all by yourself. Our hands are washed in. Our contract is finished. Then you're going to have other contracts with your respective university. So this is, yeah, been a presentation, which I believe, let me stop sharing. Stop sharing. Yes, Ivans Lukomana here, making a presentation, of course, in presence of our great able German-bound as well, international programs coordinator and head of studios, international student ambassadors, now based in Ghana, Mr. Hagai Mwansa. Okay, we've lost our Indian-based new agent or prospective manager there. So I'm going to stop recording. So you are an agent wherever you are. This is not only meant for India. The rules are just the same. You are in India, you are in Africa, you are, of course, not Europe. So please, you can repeat this video, read it nicely. You can as well share it to your prospective clients or students to follow it. That's why the modern world of recording sessions like Zoom, you can always keep that kind of information without being derailed from the facts. And this is quite helpful, please, because we've experienced situations whereby the message comes from Germany, reaches the second person, tells the third person, the third, fourth, fifth. At the end of the day, we are receiving emails, distorted information. But here is Ivans Lukomana, Diverse Learning Institute, Central Hamburg University. Got something here, maybe? Yeah, here we go. That's our little brochure. Signing off. Get in touch. This is a great program. Save your money from 150,000 to 200,000 US dollars to finish just a bachelor for your child. You parting away with much less than 20,000, less than 9,000, less than $3,000. Awesome. Not compromising the standards of the universities, no, because that's why some of the questions we've been getting, oh, it's cheaper because the standard, no. If anything, in case you didn't know, Germany introduced since inception the system of going to university to study. They discovered this. Long time they used to meet in under the trees and everything. It was the Germans who started the very first building of a university on this earth. And why are they so cheap? Because they realized decades ago that any human being, regardless of color, creed, or race, or wherever background is coming from, poor, deserted, vulnerable, qualifies to attend international education. And this is where DLI subscribes to. They say, come, wherever you're coming from, we are going to subsidize for you. In many cases, pay for you. Even in Germany, you're supposed to be paying 20,000 per semester tuition. But they say, no, no, no. Human rights have to be respected. Let's embrace the vulnerable. So, jump on the bandwagon. We are potato of Americans. A lot of British, Chinese, let alone Japanese, coming to study in Germany. Why? Because of the same free fees university system. DLI always propagating and promoting this awesome country which cares for you. Evans Lukomana, signing off on behalf of my colleague, the high guy, Mwansa. Now, there are no questions here. Probably, Mr. Hagai, maybe you've got a question, we can present our colleague. Maybe you can present our colleague to ask one or two questions, which I can answer, prospective questions from some prospective clients, since you are representing Zambia on this project. I know this is on gun point, but you always have questions. Do you have any questions, sir? Okay, I've lost Mr. Mwansa. Meanwhile, I now close the session. Apply now. Evans Lukumana here.